Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today I am very excited because we are checking out The Devil Wears Prada 2. This is one where the original absolutely exceeded all expectations I could have had for it. Super relatable. The bar is incredibly high for this one. I am expecting big things.
Yeah, the first one was so much fun. Definitely ready, willing, able to get into this one because, hey, we had a lot of fun with Princess Diaries too, so I'm hoping that she can deliver on a sequel to this caliber again.
Yeah, this is one people waited for a very, very long time. Had a ton of hype around it before it came out. Rave reviews. We loved the first one, so I am excited for this one.
Yeah, I'm trying to go in with no expectations. I'm just glad the majority, if not all, of our characters are back, and let's see if there's as what you folks were really ripping on, if there's any dirty boyfriends in here again. Let's go! There she is.
Let's see where she's at in life.
Did she just wipe the mirror with the hand?
That was pretty much the open, if I remember right.
I don't know about
the first one.
But you wouldn't choose your towel there? Oh, rolling out the blue carpet.
Meryl.
That's Oak before he walks in the studio.
Yeah, I mean,
There's Quinn though. You'd have the Meryl Streep head.
well, I mean, I suppose we're going to be in 2026 here,
Yeah,
so things are going to be very different from how they were.
2 years in a row. Well done.
Yes, thank you. Our first nominee from the New York Vanguard, Andy Sachs, for Hearts of the City, Stories of Resilience.
Odds-on favorite.
Well, of course.
Sentinel is George
Uh-oh.
Ali, Subway Tapes.
Everyone just lit up. Look at his face.
Meryl's back.
The winner is Andy Sachs.
Hey!
What, they all got bad news?
Did they all get fired?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's making her emotional, so it has to be something
When he
along
said
those
it's
lines.
everybody, I wonder if they all got some notification that the publication got sold or something.
Or massive layoff.
Yeah.
I and that whole table, award-winning professionals, just got fired
Yep.
by text. Our parent company is taking a $500 million write-down.
I can't believe they just fired everyone. At least it's a good picture of you.
Well, if you're not reading physical print anymore.
CEO of the company that owns the paper just took home $11 million last year.
Is that TKO?
It sounds kind of like TKO, just that's one guy on the board.
Are you sure you don't want to come and work for me at the gallery?
So sweet. No, thank you. Not yet.
Oh, look who it is.
Legend.
Hey, what's Kate doing here?
Let's go!
She got rid of Two-Door.
What?
Hit the bricks.
What? Let's go!
I feel like some of these people are people we're supposed to know who they are. Ashley
Ashley
Graham, yeah. Is that Meryl Streep?
Well, they're calling for Miranda.
There
she is. Legend.
Wow.
I hope they didn't tone her down too
No,
much.
I want her to be
from the first
full
one.
on like she was in the first one.
Just
That's
throwing
what made
that
her.
dress around. Oh.
Hi, I just wanted to tell you that the story broke online. It's gone completely viral. You want to take a look?
Nigel, can I see that? Do I have my glasses on? Appalling company called Speed Fash. They lied to us about their working conditions. We are accused of being complicit in promoting this perfectly horrible company.
Villains are always the most interesting.
That is true.
What the hell, Miranda?
Dad, check this out.
There's BJ.
I've already been on the phone to advertisers. I'm meeting with them in the morning.
I'll fix it. I'm pondering this huge move for you, and this happens.
God, I hope BJ's a jerk in this.
He's not going to be.
You know what's serious when you hang up with the
is.
index finger. Ah.
How are we going to claw back any shred of credibility?
Check this out.
journalism still fucking matters.
Oh, we didn't see that.
Yeah.
I didn't get that version.
Sometimes, folks, you got to drop F-bombs. That's what I've been saying on this channel for years. Every once in a while, you work one in eloquently.
Yeah, except for you doing every other word.
That's not entirely accurate.
Oh, the memes.
Oh, welcome to the world of memes. Would you like some lies with that? Oh, wow.
Rabbits. Quite a speech you made today.
Irv promised that I would have a real budget to tell stories and hire real writers like you guys, so I don't know.
You can hire us.
Your complete abandonment of your principles means a lot.
Oh, you're already
Well,
better
yes.
than her previous friends.
You could write a book. The definitive Miranda Priestly expose. No, I couldn't do that.
Definitive.
An insider's book about Miranda. Never get hired again by anyone.
Yeah, she has a point.
Could get you something like $100K. No.
Yeah, I'm totally.
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm just not that person.
Cover your rent for a year.
I fixed it. Be ready at 9, Irv.
And you know who demanded we be crosstown at 9:15?
Your 9 a.m. is here.
That delivery.
Look what TJ Maxx dragged in.
Oh, sex.
Wow.
Who is this? Do you know her?
That's the Miranda we like.
Be the features editor. He hired me last night, but I thought that for sure you had approved and were excited, and that's why I came in here all like, oh.
We're back to the first film. Basically, the first film.
Yes, Ashley, flag on the play. We don't need you this morning or ever. You just cost Cornell's summa cum laude her job.
Well,
First in her family to go to college, I believe.
Immediately just
Oh, you wanted a savage, savage Meryl
rubbing it
Streep.
in right away.
which,
first
by
in
the
her
way,
family.
I like how Kate just like glides into the room. I'm
Well,
gonna call her Kate until
she's the Viscountess.
exactly.
Need to appease an important advertiser.
Is that where we're going?
Yes.
We got this. Who do we have to talk to?
Look who it is.
Am I having a hallucination?
Same
Emily,
team.
Hi.
You also know her?
Seems retail still suits you.
Hanging in there by your fingernails?
Remember when magazines were a thing?
I mean,
A lot of truth there.
yeah, sadly.
I am the new features editor at Runway.
No, you're not.
I'm actually a journalist now. Anyway, we are all well aware that running that story was a mistake and are taking immediate steps.
I cannot actually get over this. You're much more confident. Oh. Kept those eyebrows though, didn't you? We are thinking at least 3 pages of advertising credit feature on the opening of our new flagship.
Adds in a feature.
We'll get right on that immediately.
Great.
No pushback
Yeah, that tone
from
was
Miranda?
basically fuck off.
It is.
That was the tone.
Yeah, because she knows the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, she's thinking steps ahead.
Know them, know us. We need our advertisers, Andrea.
I know that I'm not brand new, but
You did not earn this job. I did not hire you. You are a CEO's latest whim. And all I need to do is to bide my time until you fail.
Oh God.
Oh,
Why don't you take the train, dear?
take the train. She used Patrick Swayze's line from Roadhouse.
She even points at the
Fucking pointing over at the fucking. Wow.
we weren't properly introduced yesterday. I'm Andy Sachs.
Charlie, I'm the second assistant. Amari, I need to pee. Please, I had a venti.
Was it worth it?
No.
Actually, I should probably talk to Miranda first.
I'll take you to office.
This is.
Oh, our Viscountess.
So I used to have your job. I heard. Such a remarkable fact. A bunch of pieces from the Chanel collection that year.
You still have all of it?
No, I gave it away. What? Would have been a bit much for a newsroom. This is you.
She was impressed, and then
Oh.
lovely.
Miranda wants you to have this one for some reason. Right?
Yeah, for some reason.
The storage.
I stole these for you. Lie about where you got them. Wherever that came from. but you can't be greedy. Cafeteria?
Great.
Winding road that brings us back to me, watching you ladle goo into a bowl.
Miranda is very lucky you're still at the magazine.
You must know that Runway stopped being a magazine many years ago.
Oh, well, here we
still
go.
have a book, but practically nobody buys it. We are digital, we are downloadable. She's on edge because Herb is about to promote her to global head of content.
No, wait, that's a huge job.
Speed fashion debacle might derail the whole thing.
She needs me.
Yep.
She hates to admit it.
Look at that ring he's wearing. Did you see the ring? The size of a football.
Hi, I'm Jin Chow. I'm your new assistant.
Oh, I was wondering about that. Nice to meet you. Is Miranda hanging up her own coat? Maybe some things have changed. Anyway, yes, working late tonight.
I'm glad they threw that in because times have changed.
Yeah, I like how they're sprinkling little things from the past. And
Mason Quinn must be loving the HR talk.
Hey, I didn't vote for it. That's just the way it is. I've just had to adapt.
You're not still waiting for the book, are you?
Oh, yeah.
just enforces
She likes hard copies.
Hard copies.
Can I give you something to bring over to her? When you go to her house, no matter what anyone tells you, don't go up the stairs.
Who'd be stupid enough to do that?
No one.
Oh, she likes the physical media. Imagine that.
Runway explains how it got things so wrong. Thank you, Runway. That's all.
Optics-wise, saved our bacon, right? We'll see. Jury's still out.
Sounds like they're making positive
Yep.
steps.
CEO is happy.
I read your piece. It was really good.
Oh, thank you.
The Barnes piece, obviously, was from before their split.
I've tried to get an interview with her like a million times, but I've always struck out.
Miranda would kill. Now that their divorce has made Sasha one of the richest women in the world.
We took some vintage Mugler's in Westwoods.
And you were there when these images were taken?
Yes, I was.
So the intention was dull and listless. Lana, what do you have?
The re-report of the Speed Fash story?
But did anyone read the piece? And when that happens, yes, you may interrupt a meeting. But until then... Let's talk about rodeo bow ties. This one's cute.
Dude, I think they upped her level a little bit, but with just HR being around all the time.
Yeah.
I need to know what she wants. All right, I need constructive feedback.
Did you need this job? Did you take the job? So figure out a way to do this job. Bye.
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 Oh, wow, what a
Well,
team player.
Yeah.
You
Figure it
know?
out.
Yeah, just
We got a steep learning curve
you
here.
took the job, figure it out.
Hit the ground running. I can't hold your
Hey.
hand. More, isms that we've all heard in the office.
Nigel's about fashion, all right? He doesn't know about...
Yeah, doesn't know Andy's job. Yeah, that's about right. But the interesting thing is now Andy's getting challenged even more for her writing because they brought up all the metrics and everything.
Yep. It's like,
So-
hey, that's great you wrote that, but did people read it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just because the critics liked it.
Oh, that's far too pink, Ken. And we are subtle. We're not Valentino, you know what I mean? Oh, there she is. Is this all you?
It's impressive. We will cover the new flagship and your role in putting it together.
If that's what you think is best, then that's fine. This, of course, is a tribute to the Grand Staircase at the original Dior Atelier on Avenue Montaigne. And the cost?
They got the Jordans in there?
It's just,
The Dior Jordans?
it's nice to see you all grown up. It's nice to see you again. Catch me up. Who are you now? No, like not for this.
I am divorced from a pathological narcissist, thank God, but I've got 2 beautiful children.
Left New York for 15 years, just lived everywhere. I'm not married, never found the right person. And my kids are at a doctor's office on 85th. They're frozen eggs right now, but I like to think them so.
Look at her face.
Is it a bad thing to bring beauty and design to everyone?
Everyone who has $3,000.
Have you heard of Christmas? Haven't seen any of your stories get any traction. What's Miranda say about it? Is she being tough on you?
Normal Miranda stuff.
I am looking at the numbers as we speak. Okay, his hire, my problem.
It runs downhill.
I do have to say that I think that some of these pieces are worthwhile.
Worth whose while?
I'm doing Sasha Barnes' profile.
Just
Are you though?
I'm just locking in the details, but I have an in.
Sasha Barnes hasn't done press in 3 years.
Oh boy.
Bit of a holy grail interview-wise.
So what you're in?
I don't have an in.
No.
I don't have one.
Fake it till you make it, folks.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I know this piece. This is a Cecily Brown. Probably my friend Paula. She's Cecily's biggest dealer.
Can she get me Sasha's number?
Maybe.
Dog trainer? I'll take it.
Yes, no, I promise he will get back to you.
Hi, Andy Sachs from Runway again. Would love to
Again?
talk when
Oh.
you have a sex, so call me anytime.
Sorry, where is this lunch place? Right here?
Gonna accidentally run into her.
Anyway, even if I loved it, I can't afford that.
Sure you can. You're making double your old salary.
You gotta admit.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Uh-huh.
yeah, how much?
I bet you wouldn't have to bang on the faucet to get running water.
Or have it be brown.
And wait for it to clear up.
The Matt White appliances.
Oh. Yeah.
Hey.
It just kind of breaks my heart when you find a historic building and then they do, you know.
Well, that's heartbreaking. I did this. Yeah, this was me. This is my building.
I'm a jerk.
I'm Peter.
Andy.
Said he was going to knock it down. Like it was in bad shape. No, it was. It was in bad shape.
Yeah, she sees the chemistry. Chemistry.
Huh. You two were having a moment. Single?
Yeah.
Why?
Grill him.
Well.
Divorced?
Yes.
I'll be checking your socials.
Always got to do that. Just
Well,
in
they
case.
made it clear when she walked in and he was sitting in the corner. They held the camera just a little too long to have it just be somebody.
Charlie, Sheriff, where is she?
Okay, I'll look.
We were thinking about Victoria.
That's fashion, Quinn.
That's Fashion Week.
That's a sleeping bag.
They have so many outlandish things.
I got the Holy Grail.
Wow, she was actually impressed.
Yeah.
Oh, uh-oh. Somebody's got a G-Wagon.
That's the villain who's gonna shoot up the motorcade here.
Why grant an interview now?
Didn't intend to live a public life, but here I am, this estate, this art collection, and my goal is, well, actually my obligation is to eventually give everything I have away. Lately, I've noticed what you've been doing with your articles. There's more gravitas and an actual point.
Look who's impressed.
Why should you be defined by that marriage?
You're right, I'm not, nor will I be defined by my second.
Oh.
I met someone who has his own life and doesn't give a shit about all this fanfare around me.
Is his name Peter?
Go ahead and break the story.
Peter didn't say he was single.
It's my little gift to you.
Or said he was single.
Oh.
Go ahead and break it.
Photos are gorgeous. Your article is great.
What if Miranda doesn't like it?
Don't be negative.
Run it as our main piece, push it out to the subscribers, and pin it on top of the socials as well.
That's great.
It's like, remember who got you that exclusive?
Yeah.
To the
Holy Grail.
It felt a little bit Amazon.
But we got to
didn't
remember,
it?
Andy's a sweetheart at heart here.
Yeah.
So.
You came back.
I came back.
I think it's good.
I don't trust this guy. Remember the last movie?
You know what was amazing? The series you did on the Federal Reserve.
Oh, you read that?
When you were at the Vanguard.
You read a 4-piece series about the inner workings of the Federal
We don't trust him, do we, Oak?
Hearing you say it, that is weird. I shouldn't have told you that.
It's nice. It's
He-
really nice.
There's nothing to worry about this dude.
They don't make guys with Australian accents the bad guys. It's a rule.
Part of me does
Or
hope that this
volcano.
is a stint at Runway. It's a stepping stone. Then I get to go back and do real journalism, write a book.
Book? Think you got a book in you?
My friend wants me to write a book about someone famous. She wants the trashy tabloid version.
Well, that's what will sell.
Yeah.
You made the Federal Reserve sexy. I'm sure you'd be fine with a celebrity person. Talking about it makes it more of a date.
We have more of a date.
More of a date.
Well, I think we got our guy.
Oh, Mason Quinn does not.
No, he is not happy one bit.
Well, we know Mason Quinn's track record.
This would really help me at the company. You better not be messing with me on this, all right? Keep this between us, okay? Thank you. Bye. You like twins?
So I got a text that Miranda wants to see me this Saturday. At her house in the Hamptons?
Yes.
What?
She's having people there for the weekend.
Irv's going to be there?
Charlie,
What did we say about laughing?
And then she gets to laugh.
I don't own anything for the Hamptons.
Here's what you need. Fendi, we need that. Custom Kelly.
What about this?
No. This is quiet luxury, not terracotta because you're so pale.
Wow.
I need every single bit back by Monday. No, that is not quiet.
That is so pretty.
Yes,
And they're
it
not
is,
showing
but
us.
It's inappropriate for this occasion. Sorry. Not a
Sad
stain.
face.
Not even the hint of a stain. I mean nothing.
Please, I'm not a kid anymore.
Reacts like one.
I want you to meet two of my favorite people, Suleika and John.
I saw it at your symphony at Carnegie
John
Hall. It was
Batiste.
extraordinary.
Paris Wisher, features editor.
I know. I saw the piece. It was great.
Sasha
Thank
Barnes.
I saw the piece. It was great.
Carl.
Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anthony Towns,
NBA player.
Oh. Oh, I figured.
NBA champion now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I figured he's
And the Knicks.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Quite an interview.
Tomi Adeyemi and Ronnie Chang. You should
Ah.
know Tina Brown. Tina, this is Andy Sachs.
Your piece, incredible.
That is a lovely house.
I'm not much of a lake house guy. Give me something in the country with a lot of land.
Oh no.
Oh, not a stain.
Let me guess, this is gonna make it worse.
Yeah, you got to use soda water.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It's such a wonderful crowd.
You know that big party Elias Clark's throwing for his 75th? That's where he's going to make the announcement about my new role.
You're welcome.
Wow.
Unless
You know, he's
Andy
been
gets
holding
it.
it over my head for so long.
You deserve it.
And he's talking about giving the features department. Yes.
Really?
Which means maybe we'll have to look for a more respectable office for you.
More respectable. Not a broom closet.
I always knew that you would end up doing something great.
I always knew.
You forgot I existed.
Before that,
Before.
I knew.
Before she forgot.
Well, at least she acknowledged.
God, everything's
She's
just going
got
so
the old-
smooth.
She's got the old Rosie the Riveter outfit on. Look at
Waiting
that.
for Peter to walk through the door. You need some help.
Are we sure Miranda's getting that job?
Well, so far,
It'll probably might be offered to Andy, and then she turns it down so Miranda can have it. That's probably what's going to happen.
This girl's on so much Ozempic. She tried to eat it.
Oh, I
Injected
know.
her from the shop.
Oh, that other girl was
Wasn't she in the first one?
The other girl with the vitiligo is a famous model too.
I get Scott. Now, is that Hugh Jackman?
That is Hugh Jackman.
I suppose say hi, shouldn't I?
I mean,
It's Wolverine.
Well, no, but if Australians don't say hi to each other overseas, it becomes a whole thing.
Mr. Wolverine, how you doing?
Did they not really get Hugh Jackman?
well, of course not.
It would distract from the film.
At a certain point, we're just not going to need our necks. I like my neck.
It's useful.
What's that?
Is that Rory?
McElroy, yeah.
It's dating.
God, these parties were so much better when I was drinking.
Here's the birthday boy.
Birthday boy.
Herb is about to announce Miranda's new position.
I'm impressed the way you got past what happened between you and her.
20 years ago. She's done versions of that to me a million times.
Okay, I was like, I didn't know if that was gonna be like something he had like.
And you'd rather be out front? Maybe you should tell her what you want.
What, like you do?
Benji, I want you to meet some of the people I worked with at Runway a gazillion years ago. This is Nigel, and that's Andy's
Isn't that Justin?
something or other.
Trudeau? I butchered the last name, but
I missed it.
Trudeau. Justin Trudeau.
yep.
Say, are you the gal who wrote that piece in Runway about my gal Emily? That was so intriguing.
The writing?
The photos
The subject?
were so good.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, no! Irv just had the big one.
Irv went down.
Oh, down goes Irv. Holy shit. Okay, well, Irv wasn't going to announce Andy. That
didn't happen.
No.
Sorry, boys, that wasn't.
Oh, yeah, so he did.
Irv.
Wow.
Well, now
Who takes over? Does his
takes
son?
over,
BJ Penn?
and
BJ
whoever
does,
takes
yeah.
over doesn't probably want Miranda. They probably want Andy now.
They probably want all the young blood running stuff.
We worked so closely.
Yeah, and I look forward to carrying that football into the end zone together.
He's just being his guy from The Office when he got the big promotion.
So beautifully
Gosh.
Somehow Dolce dressed everyone here. This entire funeral is their full 26.
Do we have any idea what he's gonna do with Runway?
No, I have no idea.
Runway's still valuable, right? Even without her, they know that, right?
The Brera Academy. We're going to have a custom runway that will be for fashion as well as musical acts. I'm almost finished with the speech, by the way. It will be in your inbox by the end of the week.
When do we find out if things are changing around?
Yeah, what's Jay's plan for the magazine? Is he taking over?
I mean, does he even like fashion? I mean, he wears Drakkar Noir.
Hey, what's wrong with your car?
Drakkar.
Oh my God, he's here.
A vest and a quarter zip.
Can't get views like this anymore.
She's fired.
The size. I'm ready to get ducks in rows. Oh, cafeteria's fine. I have a couple calls that I should return anyway. I will see you there in 10.
We have a cafeteria? Oh, yes. Really?
It's so they don't have to leave the building.
Miranda's going to have to, like, try to save the company because just the way he talks already.
He's cutting everything.
Zero confidence.
She's never even been to the floor.
Zero confidence that he knows how to run
got
this
an
place.
alien spaceship on it.
These are just some consultants that I brought in for the
Oh,
restructuring.
no.
The best guys. You want to fill Miss Priestley in on our concept?
Sandeep Kapoor, Harvard MBA, not important.
Then why'd you say it? She's gonna explode.
Undertakers. Anyone want froyo?
What?
Best thing here.
It's over there.
I worry about this generation of kids.
It went on for an hour.
Miranda
I like
in
the
the middle of that
shot.
circle
Yeah.
of suits. Miranda is resourceful.
This guy was in
bright.
Mean Girls.
Whatever this new situation is, she'll find a way.
What is
Oh.
that? When I was getting froyo, I dropped my spoon on the floor.
And can transcribe the whole meeting.
Have some immediate ideas for scale downs. Show the markets that we are ready to crank that
EBITDA, bro. The casting is so
Next thing
spot
they're
on.
gonna talk about synergy.
Pizza parties.
Yep.
Everything. Anyone who's been here for longer than 5 years is too expensive and has to go.
Oh.
You know what she said?
Nope.
Not a single thing.
I like the bag. Crossbody.
He just does his work.
Internally, he's.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this guy. There's nothing wrong with Pete.
It's all being downsized.
We can't just keep sucking the soul out of everything.
We're replacing it. You know, I mean, you've basically just described what I've done with this building.
Peter, we're not talking about you right now.
If you want to catch up when you're back, I'd like it. It's up to you.
Oh, what a cold goodbye.
Wow. Just basically, it was like, we're not talking about you, and just all the hard work he did was nothing.
Oh.
Well, it was an interesting conversation. That's like a real life conversation, right? Where it's not. He tried to give an example.
Yep.
But it did turn on to him. It's one of those things, right? When you're in an argument, probably doesn't even work.
Can I come in?
Sure, absolutely.
Oh.
Wasn't expecting you.
Is she here?
She's
Remember, don't go up the stairs.
Yeah.
I don't mean to bother you. I just need to talk.
Talk.
So, I just need you have a plan. I just don't want everyone to lose their jobs. We're attracting great writers and people care.
Go home.
But
It's late.
Oh.
It does not concern you.
Oh.
Well.
Oh, is he gonna keep Andy on and let Miranda go?
Well, yeah, he's gonna clean house.
Well, everybody
over
over 5 years, but I'm saying is he gonna put her in her position? Is what I was getting at, you know?
Yeah, but she wouldn't take it anyway because she's really against this.
Yeah, well, and she doesn't have the expertise that Miranda has in the world of
Well,
fashion.
Oh, did you see that?
That doesn't even
See what
matter.
her book was about?
Yeah.
Yep. About Miranda.
About Miranda. Yeah.
The
Was it-
expertise at this point doesn't matter, dude.
Well, in terms of fashion, it does.
Dude, you were not understanding what they're doing with him. He has no clue what he's doing with his business.
Budget cuts?
Yes, we're cutting John Legend because he wants us to ship his piano there, and that's too pricey. So, no music, unless we call in a favor.
I see what you're saying, though, Dave.
Okay, fine, I'll call her.
Thank you.
It's gonna be like Celine Dion or Cher or somebody.
No more private cars. Uber only.
Oh, Miranda.
Yeah, we are cutting to the bone.
As for the flights,
economy.
Good afternoon, ladies and
Business
gentlemen.
class.
Welcome aboard United Airlines Flight 19.
Keep walking. You're not sitting there.
Not anymore.
Oh, look at her looking at the champagne.
Yep.
This is great. I bet Miranda thought it wasn't going to affect her.
Yeah.
And now it's...
Well, this whole story is representative of what's happening to so many companies in the last 5 to 10 years.
And currently.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You guys remember I used to work for a magazine, both in print and online, and I got downsized. So yes,
Well,
I understand what's happening very clearly here.
So not all downsizing is bad, is what we're saying. Sometimes it works out.
Thank you. We're going to be combining the online editor, which position you hold, with the magazine editor. And since the magazine editor's been here for longer,
And
you're
does
out of
better
a
work
job.
and is more reliable. No, I'm kidding.
Well, you know what's going to happen? Their product is going to go to crap, and they're going to have to bring Miranda back to save it. That's what I'm.
Things worked
hoping
out all right
Well,
for me.
right
So
now
far, they
it's
still
on
have
the
Miranda,
rise,
so.
and Andy's doing everything she can to keep it going or whatnot here, but
Look at that thing.
that thing was glowing.
Benji's buying Emily a very nice necklace.
last week you bought her a Monet. And a Klimt.
I don't know what a Klimt is, but I know what a Monet is.
Mark said he wants the eggplant for Miss Madeline, but it was my idea to go there.
Frank, I'm in Milan. I'm stretched thinner than a pair of Spanx. So can you just try parenting? Get them the bloody eclair. I can't do everything.
You went to Italy? I'm here. So
Oh.
Ooh.
Well, sometimes relationships, right? Or ex-relationships, I should say in this case.
Light my way.
Oh, what a statement. May the bridges I burn light my way. Oh, that's good stuff.
Hi, Andy. Do you have a sec?
Yes.
Hello. Look at us. Up before dawn. I just went for a stroll. What are you doing?
Me? Como.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm doing that story on the winery.
Dinner tonight? I always eat with Tom Ford at the Giacomo. Little gossip set.
Okay, great. I'll text you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Tom Ford every time.
He's not buying it.
Miranda's
No,
watching.
Miranda's watching too.
I'm just saying.
What of the Mission Impossible
Yeah,
Bond is this?
yeah. Well, maybe they're going.
in that kind of boat. I'm too poor to
This
even
is
know what
the
it's
scene
called.
that always happened in in one of the Craigs that I remember.
Yeah,
Craig
you
Bond.
saw, yeah. That kind of looks like the building that they used at the end when Daniel Craig had the guy at the end, the first one.
Hi.
No, what's up? I'm just saying hello.
Folks, help me out. Is that the same house?
So how long have you had a place here?
I doesn't remember anything.
Not having anything?
No, I'm not doing water these days. I'm trying to operate at an aqua deficit. It's poison.
Not poison.
Poison.
So,
Water?
Aqua deficit?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Does he not see us?
Not at all.
Just the way they're doing these shots like this.
Oh my God.
Oh, look at the architecture.
Oh, there you are.
oh, hi.
Hi. Tell me the truth. What's going on?
Hi, Joel.
You're skulking. Morning.
I can't do this clasp.
Oh, very Miranda of Miranda.
We have a U-shaped table. That's the head up there. 40 people. Almost.
Andy, you going to get some inspiration here?
You know much about the Last Supper?
Not as much as I should.
Humans are once glorious and fallible. We deceive and betray one another and let each other down.
Look at Andy's expression.
Would you agree?
Oh, Miranda knows all.
maybe Andy is fighting for everyone.
So I think we should
they
tell
are
her.
trying to
No,
help her.
we will wait until it is done.
Dai, mi dai un momento. Perché sei sempre così impaziente? Donate, per favore.
Focus.
He's yelling at her.
Oh, the Emilys. Thought you were Amari.
What Jay wants to do with Runway, scaling it so far back that it doesn't even resemble what it used to be.
How do you know about that?
Benji's buying Runway.
Benji.
Made Jay Ravitz an offer, and Jay readily accepted.
And you had a part in this?
Yes, we're doing it to protect Runway and you. You'll be editor-in-chief for as long as you want to be.
She didn't want to be editor-in-chief. She wanted to be the next.
I never realized that you were capable of this level of betrayal.
Betrayal? No, Miranda. We're preserving Runway for you.
Miss Emily is not preserving anything.
Yes, she is. Yes, of course she is, Emily.
She wanted to take Miranda out.
Revenge.
She wanted revenge.
Benji's buying Runway for me so that I can run it. Look, she's had a long run, a historic run. But she's exhausted.
Why would you do this?
She knows why.
I have no idea.
Oh,
You
here we
pushed
go.
me out, didn't you?
For the same reason that you should never be in charge of Runway, Emily, because you're beautiful and you're intelligent, but you don't have what it takes.
Oh.
You're not a visionary. You're a vendor.
You don't have it.
Deep down, you know I'm right.
Holy shit.
Vendor, not a visionary.
That's all.
Well, because that's Seth Rollins, but
Yeah. That was so bad.
I just felt I had to do something.
I hope that's not what you're wearing to the dinner.
Shit.
well,
Oh, man.
Well, that plan didn't work for us.
I mean, is it really that bad at the end of the day? You know,
Well,
Miranda takes a retirement.
Well, yeah, she did. She did say she was the same age as Irv, so 75 and still working. I know some people can't turn it off.
Can't shut it off.
So much promise here. I'm sending you an offer and a contract. It's $350.
Oh,
It's $350.
Oh. Arnold's in Budapest right now.
Don't say no.
No.
Oh,
what do you mean no? Don't you mean
Can I call you back later? Okay, thanks for letting me know. Bye.
Andy has such a good heart. She still doesn't want to do that to Miranda after everything. And now, how fitting is
here's
all that?
Here's our Last Supper.
You look like a nervous cat.
Scusi.
I'm ready to make an announcement whenever you're ready.
Still ironing out some of the details.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
So generous what you're doing for Emily. I do hope that some Runway traditions are allowed to remain.
Who knows? Look, the world is changing so fast sometimes that even I can't comprehend it.
Even I.
No, really.
Look around you. We're in an ancient city that was once part of one of the greatest empires that the world has ever known. And now there's just little traces of it left.
Oh, she actually saw a side of her that she hasn't seen. She having second thoughts a little bit?
Sorry, I should know those flights from Copenhagen are always delayed.
Well, I know when it's time.
Oh, I know.
You'll know.
And
I
if
think-
I leave, what happens? What will I have?
What do you have?
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing.
We have the twins. Got one very badly behaved dog. Got to talk to you about him. You have me.
Yes.
Yeah. You bet.
What I have.
Don't decide anything based on what you feel now. You just imagine tomorrow. You look out the window at all the layers of Milan. Then you think, what's the next thing you want to do?
Come on. Pull yourself together. We have work to do. I have shows to attend. You have phone calls to make.
All right, she's
Oh,
not
she
done.
smiles.
Fighting
Not
back.
done. All right, so Miranda's going to save it and then hand everything over to Andy.
I suspect there's a lot of famous people in all these shots.
I think so.
I only recognize a few.
Can you please try again? No, not like a hypothetical now, like now.
Hmm.
Sorry. It's
time. So which way do I go? This way.
I think Kate should probably be on the runway instead of being an assistant.
Lady Gaga.
Is this the favor
Lady
she
Gaga.
called in for the music? Was Lady
Yeah.
Gaga?
You are such a favorite.
Well, of course I'm doing it. Nigel said that I'd never get another cover if I didn't do it.
That's great. Thank you. No, thank you. I'm going to get her right now. Thank you so much.
Is that a private car service or was that an Uber?
I don't see the thing on the windshield.
I did it. Your plan worked. We have to go now if we're going.
There's a slight problem I have to host this evening, you know.
There's someone else who can speak on behalf of Runway and represent
Yep.
it just as well as you if you let him.
Yep.
You know.
Turn around.
Nigel.
Oh, he doesn't want to.
He does.
Endeavor.
He does. He
I
would.
would know if he wanted to.
She sounds like Mason Quinn talking about some kind of chemistry of love.
Yeah, where is that bum Pete anyways?
You did have a bad feeling about him.
Did.
Have I taken you for granted? There's always been you. And I need you. I need you to help me. I need you to speak for us instead of me.
No,
You're
no, I can't.
brilliant.
I'm not.
Also, you wrote the damn speech. So.
That is true. It's his speech.
No, you know it.
Can't get out of that.
Okay.
What a moment between those two.
Yep.
After all these years.
And now those two.
This is definitely not an Uber, by the way.
No. Yeah, I don't know too many Ubers that are Mercedes.
In
I could be
Italy,
wrong.
in the fashion capital of the world, that's
wrong.
like a Ford Crown Victoria. right
Yeah,
there.
in Europe, a lot of the most of the taxis in Europe are Mercedes and stuff.
Yeah.
Not that kind of Mercedes necessarily.
Yeah.
But yeah, lots of Audis and Mercedes over there.
Now, don't break a leg like Miranda said.
I wonder if Lady Gaga wrote this for like Mama.
He threw his Bridgerton accent in.
What if she
Gaga.
wrote this for the film or it's an existing track? So help me out on that one, folks.
It's your moment.
Grazie. Buonasera a tutti. I'm here to talk about the love affair between Runway and Italy. World of La Moda.
And everything went fine.
Mm-hmm.
The cover girl could be.
A lion tamer or trapeze artist?
My God, do you work in a circus, Benji? No, leave.
My guys are the cover me nonstop. Yeah. What is it, Brad?
A better offer.
How much cash? Equity?
Andy and Miranda just got a new buyer.
I've been trying to unload Elias Clark for years. Dad wouldn't let me, but just now, an offer just fell from the sky, so I took it.
Are you saying that you sold Runway to someone else?
All of Elias Clark,
Oh,
including Runway.
the whole works.
Oh.
How could you have let this happen to me? Who did this to me? Who?
And scene.
Well, you know who.
Oh,
Hey!
Oh, of course, that's who bought it.
Of course.
She said she wanted to blow all the cash, basically, and not so many words.
Well, and she was talking about the things that mattered to
Yep.
her.
Yep.
You really woke me up. You should still write that book.
She knows everything.
price tag.
You should write it, and you should keep all the juicy bits in. Much of my children's lives I've missed because people should know. They should know there's a cost.
Oh, you know what it
There's a
takes.
cost. Yep. We talked about that in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I love working.
There it is.
I'm not going to do that to you, Miranda.
Oh, because we're a team now? Go ahead, tell yourself that. You wanted to save me. That's a nice story. What you wanted to save was yourself. Elias Clark's just the last piece of wood floating next to the Titanic. And for now, yeah, there is room for both of us.
Love the reference.
We can still do good work together.
Well, we have no choice.
published the book.
They setting up a third movie?
Did you call him yet?
No.
Ooh.
The guy who's done nothing wrong.
The guy who's done nothing in this movie.
Stop. Sono felice di vederti. I learned to say, I'm happy to see you.
We didn't have a perfect hello, and we certainly didn't have a perfect goodbye. But maybe that doesn't mean anything except we're not perfect.
There you go, Andy. There you go.
We should just be not perfect together.
Look at that. Look at that.
Hello again.
Hello again.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. She's found happiness.
Like 2 dates with this guy. I can't believe you're allowing that, Oaf. That's so against your rules.
2 dates.
Guy, we knew from the beginning they don't give a handsome guy with an Australian accent. They never make him the bad guy.
I said Kano
And
was a
also,
bad
it's a
guy.
lot more than 2 dates.
Well, here.
Oh.
Thank you. Well, I screwed up. Rather royally.
Oh, did Benji leave?
Really?
Everyone screws up.
Do you know that I called you? I mean, after you left Runway the first time.
Oh, yeah, I remember. I got a pocket dial from you.
No, I wanted us to be.
Pals.
I thought we could be pals.
Pals. Hey.
You're gonna get your shot, whatever it is that you do want to be.
You know, Benji broke up with me. It's going to be so hard to find that kind of patron again.
Kind of patron.
You are iconic. Friends?
I don't want to hold your hand, but yes, friends.
What is wrong with my eyebrows?
Nothing is wrong with your eyebrows.
It's not fatal. I'm going to take you somewhere, and it's going to be a transformation.
Jen, you gotta stop. You're a junior editor now.
We match.
Is that dress
Gautier? Yeah, I thrifted it. The listing was misspelled. Steal.
Nice.
Yeah.
Smart shopper.
This is cute. You and me together for the long run.
Fate and a couple of well-timed texts to Jade Rabbits, yeah. With glowing recommendation from me, of course.
Oh.
He's the one
him.
that set up the.
You thought that this job just dropped into your lap.
Oh,
Look
he
at
knew.
that.
So sweet.
He knew she was the one for the job.
Yeah.
Forever my girl.
Forever. Forever, ever. And ever, ever.
Here's the last folder for assistant number 1.
Congratulations on your promotion, Mari.
Thank you. I really deserved it, didn't I?
Okay.
That's what everybody says about their privilege.
That's her Viscountess.
Draft of the lead story for next month.
Hard copy.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Glad the head of a magazine gets your.
Still
approval.
wants a hard copy.
Yep.
Something else?
Yeah.
All right, now.
Go.
Got to be the same old Miranda.
Miranda.
She only gives you little moments.
Where she breaks down, yep, whether in the car or at the house.
By the way, she really does enjoy her reads.
That is a nicer office.
Yeah, it doesn't have any cleaning supplies.
She's got a window.
Oh, right next to Nigel, who I'm assuming right next.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
She's got the corner office.
Well,
of course.
But,
but that is a lot more respectable office that Andy
it
got.
sure is.
Would Meryl ever do a third?
I don't think we need a third. That's it.
Oh, yeah. No post credits. No
There's
nothing.
No post credits.
Not at all.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, what a ride.
Yeah, I
That
actually
was a
didn't
fun
mind
one.
the story. No, I'm just going to be honest. It's obviously not the first. But the
No.
story here wasn't bad.
No.
Decent follow-up.
The twists and turns they had along the way, again, with, always as Miranda knows all, sees all, we saw.
Wins all.
And wins all. I mean, she does. But I like how we're fooled and, all the twists and turns along the way.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the biggest thing about this is I will agree, Diamond Dave, it's never going to touch the first one. It just won't. But what I didn't expect is for a sequel, because you could look at this movie, I think, very surface level and just take take it for what it is. But I think there's so many more deeper meanings that can be pulled out of it. And so much of it was, for me, Andy having to kind of change her direction a little bit kind of mid-career. I mean, she was strictly a journalist before, and then all of a sudden a job that she thought fell into her lap, Nigel kind of made happen. And she basically had to come in here and save this entire company because BJ Novak's character was just going to sell off, at the time, just that division. And then, of course, Andy with her connections got the whole company bought. But so she had to kind of adapt and change, while despite so much of the movie was kind of about not changing, about, the fashion industry kind of keeping traditions and the way that things were done before kind of alive, not necessarily jumping on the latest like AI trends and whatever else that, Benji was kind of into, all the latest wild things. And so I really appreciated that standpoint of things. So they balance some of the old with the new that was going on. And I thought that was great. And of course, having Miranda back as Miranda, that was my big concern. I'm like, okay, are they going to soften Meryl Streep's character to where it's not the Miranda that we know from the first one? And I'm glad that starting off, she didn't even know who Andy was, didn't even recognize her.
She did.
She did what she did.
She did.
Well, depending on how you feel what she said later on in the movie.
Depending on how you interpret what she said, it could go either way.
I always knew you'd succeed, but you didn't remember me. Well, when I remembered you, I knew you'd always succeed. So yeah, I love how they.
Yeah, so I thought that was great. And look, that was always going to be tough to try to, because they really kind of softened her image slightly at the end of the first one, but then she did kind of go back to being the old Miranda. So I like how they kept that here, where, she softened a little bit when she needed to, showed some vulnerability, but then was right back to being who she was that made her, the woman, the person in this industry that her character is. So I just thought that was fantastic. And there's a number of other themes that it hit on, but I'll get to those later.
Well, I was going to say quick with Miranda, what they did though too is where she would be saying stuff in the meeting like, I can't. So you can see that like she's been modern. She's adapted and modernized. Because like we saw the scene where she couldn't throw her coat anymore at her coworkers, but she was still hard nosed and everything like that. She just had to play between the lines, which I like that they did, because that would actually happen in real life situations, but she would still be very, very good at her job and not wanting to quit. That we've seen a lot with a lot of people that continue to work. I mean, especially with actors and actresses, they work well into their 90s because they love what they do. They love acting. They love the craft. So I like how they intertwined that like they made a point that she was the same age as Irv, and we just saw that Irv was 75 and she still wanted to keep working. But she said at the end too, I love working. So
Absolutely.
And if you're still good at your job and you can still be amazing at it, then you should be able to continue working.
Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting thing. She's 75. They said she was the same age as Irv, and if she loves working, and she's working in an industry where obviously the commitment is incredibly demanding. The time is incredibly demanding, but not necessarily the physical side of it. So something that you'd be able to continue to do. And I think at the end of the day, it's just if you're something passionate about it. I don't know if it's going to make the cut. I know I brought it up right as something else big happened, so I kind of cut myself short. At the time we're filming this, Arnold Schwarzenegger is in Budapest filming, and he is going to be in a few weeks. He's going to be 79, and I've asked him the last two seminars. We do the seminars. You kind of ask a lot of the same questions because it's new audiences. Well, why do you keep working? He said, because I'm passionate about it. It's just what he does. He legitimately enjoys it. And, you think that, somebody with money, certainly like him, could retire at any age. And you figure in this film, one can just assume that the house she lives in, placed in the Hamptons, she's very well off and could retire at any age, certainly at 75, but she continues to work because she's passionate about it. And I think that's something that not everybody gets to experience.
So few people.
And because of the fact that it's such a catch-22, you work in fashion, and I mean, how many people are passionate about fashion? Probably a lot. How many people can find a job in fashion? fashion. Probably, I don't know how many people can find a really high-end career where you can make an incredible living for yourself. I mean, you're talking a very small amount of people. So she's been very passionate about her work. They talked about that. You know, we talked about culture and tradition and substance and, fashion, whether it's something that you're into or not, can be looked at like art. It can be looked at like architecture, and you're creating something. So I think it's one of those fields where I think if you're really into it, I don't think there comes an age necessarily for everybody where you just lose it. I think a lot of whether you're going to keep working or not has a lot to do with, physical factors, family factors. And as we saw in this case, we know ageism is a big thing in the employment world today. And I mean, you hear stories like, hey,
a certain automotive company got sued for
somebody's.
recently.
I mean, you could have somebody who's 55 years old saying, hey, I've got, I started working when I was 25. I've got 30 years of experience. Well, retirement age might be 62, only 7 years with the company. And think about how much experience somebody would come in with. And granted, when you're talking CEOs of companies and stuff like that, 55, it's not old at all. I don't think it's old for any age to be working. But you get what I'm saying is like, for her to be, especially in the world of fashion and magazines where trends are changing constantly, yeah, it's definitely a tough spot to be in. But I loved her story, and the only thing I'm going to say about this, I don't think it hits the same as the first one, but I don't know that it's. I thought it was a really good film. I just think her character is so good in the first one that it's almost shocking, like how much of a badass Meryl Streep is in the first one, and it was like nothing that I'd seen before, or very unique in a lot of regards. That once you've seen it, you're excited for her character to be back, but you can never see it again for the first time. And I think that for me, because I thought this was a really, really good film, and for as much as I love Anne Hathaway and everybody else who was in the first one, if you take Meryl Streep out of the first one or make Miranda's character a little bit different, that first one is not an iconic film anymore. And again, love everybody in the first one, but for me, Meryl Streep made that film. And I think a lot of people just have this nostalgic thing about it, and rightfully so, because of how good it was. But I thought this as a movie, as a story, I thought this, for me, again, you didn't get that first time watch factor with the character, but the movie for me was every bit as good.
Yeah, one thing I want to touch base on in here is Emily's character and the way she went about to, get a purchase here on the old runway. One could view it as not the right way to go about things. She's using emotional revenge to get back on Miranda. But Miranda did some, like they said here, sabotaging to Emily here. And if there was one person in this world, you three know him, if I had the opportunity, like Emily here, I'd crush the son of a bitch. And I'm not even going to be taking 2 second guesses at it. If I had to, I would. No shame, because he's a true piece of shit. Actually worse than this Miranda character in the first one. 10 times. I won't even go into it anymore. But I don't blame Emily one bit about it. And now, again, is it fair? Is it always fair in workplaces? No, it's not. But for what Miranda has done in the past, doesn't get a pass either. That's why I kind of laughed when you said she was I think you meant as Meryl just being a badass actor. That's how I'm going to take it, even though I don't think that's how you said it, because even in the way they were teeing up Miranda in the first one, that is not even cool at all for any boss, employer, peer to be just doing to anybody in a workspace, period. But it was intriguing if you want to take a look at Emily here being the antagonist of the story, which was a great twist for me because I wasn't expecting Emily to come in and do what she did here with Benji, even though now they're just kind of going back and thinking about it. I think some of the writings were on the wall, right? We had Lucy Liu. Once we saw her and then that, what she said there, and then they moved on. I really thought that was going to be it for Lucy Liu.
I totally
just
forgot
a cool
about her
cameo.
character.
Yeah, I thought that her character was the kind of the catapult for Andy to get in good graces,
And then that was the end.
Yeah, with Miranda, and then that was
it.
that. So when all that stuff was happening, I didn't even think about it. Even when she was making all the phone calls. Like that's what I found curious about all the phone calls that she was making. I thought like, okay, is she putting together some sort of investment group or something like that?
I was like, because
I'm
who does she
still
know?
a little confused about what all those phone calls.
She had
remember
how she climbed the ladder to get to the meeting with her the first time.
Yeah.
She had to make those same calls.
She was
but
basically
this time a lot faster.
doing those calls again.
But see, I guess, but see, to me, I was like, why wouldn't she just have her contact? She gave that great interview. She broke the story.
But that's not how they were teeing up Lucy Liu's character. They made it a point to be like, she's incredibly hard to get a hold of.
It took her like a matter of a week to do it the first time.
I thought the same thing.
Yeah, I was like,
well,
you just hit it off.
Hey, I did this huge piece with you. Let me get a hold of you and set
That's
this
what I
up.
thought, yeah.
So I would have
My
thought
people will
that.
talk to your people is how that.
Yeah.
Come on,
I
you should know that.
That's Better Call Saul.
Wow.
I know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody.
So basically, it was she had to do that same thing, but in a matter of an hour and a half, 2 hours, or in the course of a day versus the course of a week.
Yeah. So I thought that to me, having the whole cast back was great, but having the storytelling around Andy, Emily, and Miranda here, and her motivation because of what Miranda has done in the past, I thought that was actually pretty genius, because I feel like there's some folks out there who would be like, well, can't blame Emily for doing this.
Yeah, well, that's one thing that I wanted to touch on, and because it's a theme that we've had on this channel before on some other movies and shows we've done, and I've brought it up, where it's the kind of, and bear in mind, not necessarily Meryl's character, but sometimes you have to thank your enemies, because a lot of times your enemies are the ones who make you who you are,
Motivation.
more so than your friends. And I think we saw both sides of the coin with that. We saw how Emily's character handled it, and then we saw how Andy's character handled it, if you were to consider Miranda an enemy, so to speak, right? Like that was their big influence. Emily went one way with it, Andy went another, and that's kind of what happened.
Well, and I thought too, when she said that, I don't want to say she really threw her down and beat her down. She's like, you're smart and beautiful. She just didn't see her as being a visionary, is what I took too from that. And I think Emily sees herself as a visionary. She's like, you're not a visionary, you're retail. But she's like, she didn't like really throw her down and beat her down like you're nothing, you're worthless. She said, you're smart, you're beautiful. It just, you're more retail, you're not a visionary.
Well,
you couldn't do what I do.
It's still kind of insulting, right?
It
because
is,
Miranda never gave her a chance.
No. Yeah.
Like,
but you remember
if you go back and watch the first one, there's zero chances that she gave Emily.
Well, right, but you kind of remember like the theme of the first movie was like, because we talked about it a lot, where this is the absolute pinnacle of this world. These are the absolute best of the best, and again, interpret this how you will, but there's no time for hand holding and pats on the head like Andy talked about. Like this is the absolute cutthroat. You want to be the best, this is what it takes. I know we talked about that a lot in the first one, of what are people willing to sacrifice to be the absolute best in their field.
Well, now remember, Emily was doing a lot of sacrifices in the first film. We just got more of the ride with Andy's point of view.
Right, but
Emily was still doing a lot of sacrificing too.
And we found out about her sacrifices between the films and having a marriage and a divorce and having kids. And
well, right, but again, with Miranda being the kingmaker, if she doesn't think you're up to the job, hey, not everybody, I can't play NBA basketball no matter how much I practice or try or sacrifice or whatever else. It's just not going to happen. And and I think Miranda, her standpoint was like, hey, if you don't have it, you don't have it. Sorry, it's nothing personal.
I'm glad you teed it up as Miranda instead of you. So yes, Miranda was probably thinking more along those lines, which is why she never got a chance.
Because that would fit her character from the first one, you know?
Yeah, look, I don't know if it's going to make the cut for me. This film was also interesting because I worked for a magazine and an online publication, and was downsized. So in 2009, there used to be discussion forums. It was Muscular Development's discussion forums. I was got brought on as like a forum leader, and then eventually a moderator. And in 2013, I was brought on as a media correspondent, and it was an opportunity, a lifetime for me. I went from emceeing a few shows in Wisconsin to literally traveling all over the world, multiple trips to Europe, Australia, Africa, Canada, Mexico, you name it. I got to travel and cover bodybuilding competitions, and it was quite literally a dream job for me. And then, the magazine was not doing well. The website was doing great. And this is 2016 at the time. And the website was not doing great. And the owner was very passionate about the sport of bodybuilding. And he was very passionate about his magazine. It was kind of his baby. And the magazine was making zero money. And in fact, we were just bleeding money from the website to the magazine to keep it in print and stuff like that. And we had to downsize. And there was an online editor, which was myself. And there was a magazine editor, which was another gentleman who had been with the company for a very long time. I was less equipped to do. He just wasn't quite skilled enough to do the online stuff. But I was less equipped to do the print stuff. So our positions were combined, and it was very much, it was funny. They got the texts at the table. I just got a phone call. It was like January 2nd, I think, of 2017. Hey, I had to do some downsizing, so got to let you go. And I was just, and this was full-time work for me at the time. I'm just like, oh shit, what am I going to do? And then, I got very lucky and, worked hard, but was able to, work my way back up in the fitness industry thanks to some incredible hookups by some very close friends, in the magazine, and even the website continued on that downward trend until, in 2023 they printed their last issue ever of the magazine. It finally went away, and then the website followed up. I want to say maybe a year after. And in hindsight, was there some mismanagement? Yeah. Is it something where they could have kept it thriving? I don't believe so. I think any way that you spun it, the magazine and then the website were going to work their way out because of changes. And it was surprising to me, that when they were originally talking about the magazine, I'm like, oh, really, magazines? And then you find out a little bit of, well, it's not really a magazine.
Yeah.
It's
you want more clicks. So he's talking about they read my stuff while they pee.
It's digital, and even digital magazines now are incredibly difficult to run. But so the movie, for me, it was very, very relatable because in bodybuilding and fashion, obviously, bodybuilding significantly more niche than fashion. But fashion, how many people do you know that subscribe to fashion magazines? It still feels kind of niche, for women, there was, I think like Cosmo and Vogue and stuff like that, very popular. But like the hardcore fashion magazines, probably a bit less so. But a very relatable magazine. And as far as what they did with, people having a passion towards something that's hard to, keep afloat and stuff like that. That was all relatable. So I think they did a good job of creating a film around subject matter that's very relatable for a lot of people. And the interesting thing is them talking, especially when they had that meeting, talking about keeping it going, talking about the thing that matters. And when, Anne was having her, conversations with Peter, it's like, this is journalism. It's stuff that matters. And for as fast moving as the world is, and our good friend Gary Vee, who I love the guy, some of his advice is interesting. I think he gives mixed. It's like you home run advice or it's an interesting advice, Gary. But I saw a thing where recently he was talking about it's pushing so fast and it's changing so much that people are almost like anchoring to analog now, which I think is interesting. And so I'm glad that they kept the things. There
was 2 points in here I really wanted to hit on that really stood out to me. One, it was the idea of they have to find a way to get new readers and keep the old ones that they have. Well, name me a company that's not struggling with that right now.
The exact same problem.
They're struggling with that exact same thing, and that was so relatable.
Even retailers from a consumer standpoint.
Retailers, consumer products, whatever, they're all struggling with that. And then the other thing that they hit on, not so much around the bush, maybe it was me interpreting that way, but it was like the hostile takeovers, the let's raise prices and have a shittier product. Let's, come up with all these little scams and things, whether it's subscription services for the heated seats on your car or, all these different things that they're going to do. like everything except give a good product at a fair price. And I think they kind of hit on that a little bit in here with what they were trying to go after, and whether that was BJ Novak's character just kind of
it was the Harvard dude
and whatever,
bro
and the
at
Harvard
the meeting.
dude bro and talking about his.
Well, it was that he wasn't
and
equipped to
whatever
be able to run the company, so he brought in all of these dude bros to run
And
it
no
for
right.
him, and he still had no idea. Because like even with his dad, he's like going like, "Is this okay, Dad?" Like he's showing stuff on his phone because he probably really had no idea. And so like when he got that offer to sell off everything, not just me, he jumped at the chance. He's like, "All right, I don't have to worry about that anymore."
Yeah, and it hits so much with me because I think, you know, the four of us at this table, all of you out there, look, there's all been things that companies have released product-wise, regardless of what it is, everything from phones to cars to boats, airplanes, whatever. And the common consumer just looks at it and goes, well, that shit's not going to work. Not in a million years. And it doesn't. It doesn't work. It flops. But somehow the company thought it was a good idea to roll it out there and try it. So again,
that's the thing.
I think when you look at this movie on like a surface level thing, it's very good. But then I think if you drill down a little bit and get into some of the more thought-provoking themes that it had, I think it hits home pretty well.
Well, yeah, what I love about this too is how can I phrase it right? So with like the corporate settings of the lingo of budget this, we're going to increase budget here. No, we're going to take it away because now we got some new. Just take the death out of it for once, for this instance, right? New leadership came in. Oh, we're slashing this, we're changing that, right? Now we got to decrease 30% over here. You know, today's real world kind of stuff in corporate world, or we'll just say jobs. And they touched base on that very lightly throughout the film. That's I consider it lightly anyway. So I'm glad they threw it in. Every time I saw a meeting in here, and Miranda was trying to get the like, hey, what is this, or what are you doing with this, or however she teed that up, and people were kind of saying, well, I'm working on this. Like to me, when I saw that, and I'm sure some can relate, it was just like internally you're doing like an eye roll because you're thinking about your day job of, hey, I need a status for the status for the status. Right. Doesn't matter how much you post over here so I can go over there and look. I need you to do a report for me on the report you just sent so I can take that report, send it over, only to come kick it back to you to correct it because it's missing X, Y, B, and C, even though I didn't tell you to put it in there. Then make sure it gets updated over there, kick it back to that kind of stuff. It's just ridiculous in some corporate settings with how they want certain things done, which is kind of, I went and took it that way in some of the stuff, but again, a very, very light version. So I'm kind of glad they kind of touched base on everything in here too, especially bringing up the whole AI stuff too, where they mentioned it once, but that was kind of the hint of what was going on.
Because Meryl talked about the human touch of it that AI can't do, which I thought was great. But to your point, Dave, I think that's the beauty of the first movie especially, and this one, is that, look, you can be somebody who, again, I'll say works in the auto industry. The meetings are going to be exactly the same. I think it's incredibly relatable no matter what field you're in. Just because this is fashion, I think you can relate it to any field of work that somebody might be in. Yeah,
and Quinn,
I never had those meetings.
Since we're in the review here, Quinn, you got to at least give some folks some insight
with Peter.
Your problem with Pete.
I was expecting him to be dirty like the other guys were in the first one, and since I'm talking about it, did we really need the Pete story in here? I thought they should have either given it more or just not even had it because I didn't think it added. I thought it added zero to the movie.
Look, the Pete story added nothing to this film whatsoever. It was like this, I mean, because she didn't get fully invested into him, and then she came back and said, "Let's have a relationship." All jokes aside, they showed them, having, one dinner date and whatever. And she's like, let's be perfect together. It's like, okay, how big of a time lapse?
No, let's be not perfect.
How many dates were there in between? Look, I didn't think they were going to make him the bad guy. One, of course, the joke about being Australian, which is only like half true, but it would have been too cliche because they did it in the first one. The first one, they had the boyfriend who was a ton of controversy. They had, Captain Eyebrows, what was he on Grey's Anatomy or whatever, who just was
Entourage.
I guess I would have loved.
The boyfriend was from Entourage. Eyebrow guys.
Eyebrows.
Grey's,
But I think it would have been too cliche to have another bad guy boyfriend, but I agree with you 100%. he added, like, they didn't need to, like, tell me more about her romance, how it's impacting her career, you know, have her be on the road, you know, and you know, talking to him about whatever, and maybe he's just supportive, maybe he doesn't understand something, but it was such a, like, I wonder how much film with him got dropped on the editing room floor, because it just seems like really, like,
I mean, you still had a 2-hour movie, an hour 49 plus, with what we had little of them. But I think it was to show that, you know, because she said the last 15 years she was everywhere chasing pieces. So now she was finally able
She mentioned the eggs being frozen.
Yep, and she was finally being able to be at one place. So I think that was also the part of, like, all right, now I'm going to anchor down my life. Much like, you know, Miranda, for all that she's done, she's at least been in one place. She's had her relationships, had her kids, whereas we're presenting Andy right now has had none of that stuff.
Yeah, but again, I thought the story, if they wanted to tell that, like, look, I would be all for if they wanted to add the idea of Miranda then having to balance a budding romance, maybe talks of family, settling down. Are you still going to be able to have this incredibly demanding job and be a mom at the same time if we decide to go that route or get married or whatever? So I would have been fine with that, but they just didn't do that.
Well, I think
it's leaving a lot up to the viewer.
To try to defend the film a little bit, and look, I think there was I should have had more or cut him out. I think it's telling the story like, hey, even though she's still a professional, even though she's been, you know, focused, she was focused on herself for a very long time, and she's open to having a relationship. And I think it was like, maybe that was the thought. Let's put enough in here that says she's open to having a relationship, but it kind of like, maybe that was the idea. Look, we don't want to make this a focus of the film, put it on the side, but if we have no love interest throughout the course of the entire film, are people going to ask, well, is she dating? Is she doing this? What's going on? And, you know, she been single all these years, and they gave us the very quick, just didn't find the person. She didn't complain about a terrible ex or anything like that, or, you know, divorce. She just, you know, they made it very clear that she was very career focused. She accomplished a ton of stuff in her career. Yep. But so I
thought she was going to go into a restaurant.
It adds this little piece of who she is as a person without having to go into it too much. The one thing I did want to say, what you guys were talking before we switched subject, was I liked how they showed they talked about the old building and recreating it, making it look new, and they showed the office so much. But when they were over in Italy, they very purposefully had all these shots panning out, showing the architecture, showing some of
what Benji said,
the beautiful scenery over there, and it was just showing you kind of like the architecture is to, you know, a lot of people what the fashion might be. It's like, look, the world is moving fast and it is changing, right? But things that people are creating, yes, you can have AI, and look, an AI can create some crazy stuff. It's a whole nother discussion to have for a different time. But there's still a human component to creation, and I love they showed all the old architecture. They had the Last Supper painting right there, the one from Da Vinci. So that was wild. You know, the whole Bond thing. And I just think showing the architecture and the scenery from Italy really hammered home on that point of, again, is fashion architecture? No, but there's a lot of parallels between those two things.
That's why I liked Benji's phrase. He's like, hey, sometimes it's just like Pompeii and the lava's going to flow regardless.
Yeah, well, and I'm very glad you brought that up, because it was an incredible transition they had, especially when they went back to their office building, which was just a flat, drab, boring looking office building, you know, on the outside, nothing fancy. And then you're in Italy with all this beautiful sculpture and buildings that's all handmade by people. And, you know, you almost got the vibe that if the AI was going to make a building, like, well, we will make it perfectly square because that's the most efficient use of space. And it will be, you know what I'm saying? You lose that human touch.
Yeah. Real quick to go back to Pete,
aesthetics of this show.
I felt like it was a little lackluster. I'm with you on, if they were going to do what they did here, they needed more, because that little bit kind of took away, not in a bad way, but I feel like it was almost kind of like what you were saying, Oak. We want to show that she is open, which is great to do, but I feel like that probably needed a little bit more time for that, because it was just quick.
Yeah, I mean,
boom.
especially
then they gave
them
a conflict. They gave us the intro, chemistry. And then eventually he tried to do, the conflict was he tried to give an example of what he's been through, and she wanted to say like it's not about you, which is, you know, I feel like that's a real argument couples or friends just have in general when someone's trying to explain how they're feeling, and it just kind of went.
You're trying to relate.
You're trying.
You're trying.
I felt like he was trying. Maybe I'm wrong. So if I'm wrong, give me some perspective. But it just felt. There needed to be more for me.
Yeah, and then he went to see Hugh Jackman, and he was gone.
Yeah,
and they did not give us Hugh Jackman. No, by the way,
Jackman.
They didn't give us Hugh Jackman. What a tease!
I guess I'm not too disappointed in it because, you know, we got to see Andy happy. Which, by the way, Andy was obviously the heart and soul of the film, which they did a very good job of keeping her heart, even though she showed in the first one the hard sacrifices and determination. This one made sure she was always positive, and especially for Miranda. Like all the stuff that Miranda has done, Andy was definitely her number. You could say an A and B because
with Kate,
no, Nigel.
Oh,
Nigel and Andy being like basically her 1 and 2.
And then with her too, they showed her that it seemed like she had learned from the first one too. Like it seemed like she had more confidence and was Andy had more confidence and was able to learn and learned everything from the first one, that she was able to get things done like easier and quicker because she understood what she had. She was older and wiser at this point
scared
versus just an intern, a new intern.
Yeah. And the last thing I'll say about Andy, and the thing that I really love that they did with her character that ended up making everything work, is they showed that even though she embraced the new old opportunity with Runway, she wanted to keep true to herself. And she was writing these pieces that Irv and Miranda were like, they're not getting the clicks. But when they got that interview, that is what stood out to her. I've noticed the pieces you're writing lately have more substance. And she's the one who ended up buying the company and said, keep going in that direction. And Andy could have very easily said, okay, I'm a journalist, but I have this new job with a fashion magazine. So let me jump into things that are just going to be clickbaity, that are going to, give the metrics that Irv and Miranda want to see. But she said, no, I want to maintain my journalistic integrity, and her sticking to herself, her own like true self with her writing, even though it wasn't the popular thing in the company, is what ended up saving everything in a lot of ways.
Well, and to your point on that, it started trickling throughout the film where everyone started mentioning, I read your articles. Read your articles. So it was, I feel like the film, and maybe I'm wrong on this, but it felt like the film teed it up right away, saying, "Oh, critics loved it. Is anyone reading it?" And then throughout the film, for like a 35-minute stretch there, I loved your article. Loved your article.
Well, because there was that scene where they're in Andy's office. Her and her assistant were like, "We need to write something that people want to read and want to click on, but I have to stay true to myself." So she was battling that inner dialogue with how can she put out her articles.
Yeah, but I think it shows too, just because everybody doesn't love something doesn't necessarily mean it's not great or it's not good to those who do like it. So that ended up shaping the whole film.
But when you're in a business of the more you get out, the more you get paid, the more the company makes, that's the sad reality of it.
Well, and it's interesting too that they, was once a magazine, now we're going digital because that's the way the world is. But and I'm glad they had Andy do a book, even though I'm going to choose to believe that Andy did the book. I know she kept telling no to Miranda, even though Miranda gave her the green light.
Yeah, I think she probably did as well.
Having the
$350K?
Yes, exactly. Having the book being mentioned is great because books are still thriving.
Books are still thriving.
Yeah. Books are crushing it from last I understood.
Paperback, digital.
And it's just funny how magazines are kind of there.
I think the thing about a magazine being a monthly issue is, and some of the fitness magazines, they went every 6 weeks when things started getting bad. But the thing about a monthly issue is it's not fast enough to be the news, but it's too slow to be relevant with a magazine. Now with a fashion magazine, it's not as important as like a sports magazine. Like imagine Sports Illustrated in today's day and age. Like you just can't keep up with how fast stuff is. Now a fashion magazine, I think there's a reason, and there still are some fashion magazines out there, and I think there's a reason why lifestyle magazines can stay a little bit relevant.
It's like your Motor Trend, your Car and Driver. The new models are coming out for that year, much like fashion.
It's not predicated on like timely, but people can still get that information and much more updated information and fresh and new, whether it be websites or YouTube or now social media.
YouTube is a big one.
Whereas
like,
in like
Trend does that all the
books and stuff like that, reading a book for a lot of people it's a pastime, it's a recreational thing, it's an experience.
Going to bed
and
thing.
physically holding something. Look, I know some people love their Kindles and stuff like that, but there's an absolute difference between sitting and flipping through the pages of a book and swiping on a Kindle.
Absolutely.
And I think that's why. But yeah, I go to the local Barnes and Noble has a lot of great kids books, and so are there all the time.
And the world
of bookstores are still there.
The world of writing books has gotten a lot easier for people too. Any one of us can go and write a book and have it published right now with our friends at Amazon Publishing, and anybody can do it, as opposed to having to shop your book, go through the old, whether it's Penguin Publishing or whoever.
We want different levels.
We want
different levels for it.
Yeah, but so that's what I'm saying. Anybody has the ability now to write a book and to get it out to the masses.
If there's anyone out there,
$50K up front.
Yes. Speaking of, if there's anyone out there currently writing a book, I would like to see your input. Now that Mason Quinn just mentioned that, because it'd be kind of fun to see your perspective on it. So
All right. Well, there you go. Time to scores.
3-7 for me. I can't remember what I did the first one. I'm pretty sure it was a higher score, but I probably should have looked it up. 3-7 for me. I thought this one was a solid follow-up because it was going to be impossible to touch. For me, I think it was impossible to touch that first one just because of how beloved it was. So 3-7 because the story was actually pretty solid in here. And, of course, Meryl crushed it, and Emily, our trio there, did all fantastic.
And Stanley Tucci did a great job too, being back.
Stanley was all right. Yeah.
3-8. I believe I gave the last one a higher one as well. This was a very good sequel. Like coming into it, did we really need a sequel? I wasn't so sure, but I'm so glad they made it. Had a lot of fun with it, and I think they kept true to the characters, which is what was most important.
Yeah, for me, this one's a 4. Look, Devil Wears Prada was one of my favorite movies of the whole year when we did our wrap up on the channel for our yearly picks. So I loved the first one. I agree. I think it's untouchable, but this one was pretty solid for the follow-up. Like I said, the things that I talked about, whether it was Pete's angle or maybe some of the waters getting a little bit muddy as to what BJ Novak's character's intentions were. I know some people might have got it right away. I was a little foggy on there at first, but then kind of figured out what was up. So yeah, for me, it's a 4. As you said, everybody did great. Stanley, I love that surprise at the end that he was the one that called and got Andy the job.
Yep. I'm going to do 4.6. So this one might hit a little bit different.
5 on the first one.
I did a 5 on the first one.
Yep.
So 4.6. Look, again, as these guys have said, hard to recreate kind of that magic from the first one. Maybe my score has to do with the fact that a lot of the stuff felt super relatable. A magazine and a website getting downsized, you don't say. So very, very relatable for me. Love the characters, and I absolutely, for as much as I love the rest of the cast, love Meryl Streep, and she was a gangster again in this film. So
absolutely.
4.6.
So I just saw
Diamond Dave's gonna have to retool.
We're retroing the first one to from a 3.8 to a 4.5, and this one can stay as a 3.7. I will maybe adjust, but kind of going through and seeing everyone's I do remember seeing comments to give us
I can't believe you gave it a 3.8.
I can't believe I did either.
Didn't the three of us give it 5?
Yeah, we did because we passed the same board around.
Board.
So I am retroing now that 3.8 garbage to a 4.5.
Look at the look of disappointment on her face.
Especially
look at
yours.
Dave.
The way you're looking at it. I look like you just took my Christmas gift. And Oak looks like he wants to kill him.
I look like I'm mad. Answer looks like a dad whose kid just told him he crashed the car, and then Mason Quinn just looks like
I'm not even gonna look at you.
I can't even look at you.
Well, if I got crushed in the comments, I deserved it.
Did you put this in the edit of this scene?
No, because I don't like how I look. But
it's fashion.
It's fashion.
Yeah. Either way, if I got crushed in the comments, it's probably well deserved. So again, retroing the first one 4.5, that 3.8 garbage can go, and this one 3.7.
All right, there you go. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. We had a lot to discuss on it. So for Diamond Dave, Appleton, Oak, Mason Quinn, I'm of course the answer. Good night now, pals.